Hi guys, so let's talk about something very important in today's video. We are not going to waste time because it is something important and it's better we keep it short. Now, what's that? It's client acquisition. For you to get your client, it's something very easy, but it might be difficult if you don't do it the right way. For you to serve your client, it's something so easy because you've chosen the job that you like, which is being a designer. Good. You're supposed to find joy in everything that comes with it because you already prepare for it. Now, if you now find something that you are not happy about, why doing what you like, that tells you that that thing is not part of what you prepare for or it's not what you like. And that brought me down to the issue of the clients you serve. I often hear designers talking about client from L, client from that. No client is coming from L. When the client becomes a client from L, that shows that that client is not the kind of client you want to serve. When you serve the wrong client, what will happen is that all the old questions, all the old complaints that they are going to be bringing before you, they're supposed to make you better, they are going to be a problem for you. You find it difficult to tackle, it frustrates you, make you lose your sanity. Sometimes you even take your money back. And only when you even realize that that's not the kind of client you want to serve, that's when you refund them back their money. And that's sending you some message if you look at it very well. Don't blame the client. Ask yourself, how come you attract such kind of a client? What are you doing that makes you to what attract such kind of a client? And that's why when somebody asks me the questions that how can they get a good client, my response is that you have to create it. When you create the kind of client you serve, you find joy in every of their complaint, because every of their complaint is what you prepare for and is what will make you better. Listen, I want to tell you something. If your clients complain, it's not making you better at what you do, then you are serving the wrong clients. I hope it's clear. So when you see somebody that because he's working in a place and the design director in that place is telling him to do this and do that and do that, if that makes that person get frustrated, then that person should know that it's good for him to start his own business. Working for somebody is not for him. Because if it is what you prepare for, then the complaint, the challenges that they are bringing for you on a daily basis is just going to make you get better at what you do. Do you get where I'm coming from? So that's the reason why we need to look into what we want to look at in today's session: how to create the client you want to serve. Creating the client you want to serve can take you a longer time for you to what? For you to successfully and completely create them. You are good looking, isn't it? I'm good looking too, even if you say I do. I'm not hands, but I know I'm very hands. The hands boy, yeah. So let's leave that for those who knows it. What am I driving now that makes me to say you are beautiful, I'm hands, and so on like that? Is just because for God to create you with the way you are and is pleased with the rubbish you are doing. I'm not saying you are doing rubbish, but obviously, if me and you look at the universe together, we see that thousands of people living on earth, millions of people living on earth, they are just doing rubbish. But do you wonder why God did not get angry? Because he knew what he created. He has prepared for the madness you want to do on health because he's the one that creates you. So he does not get pissed off. He's still waiting for you to just come back and say, "Oh, Father, I'm sorry." And he's going to tell you, "You are forgiven." The same thing is you trying to do what? Create your clients. If you create your client, no matter what they do, you will not feel offended. Because you know that at the end of the day, they are coming to give you kudos that you did well. Do you get get it? So clear, so simple. Now, if it takes God 9 months to send you down to this place, and you want to use just 2 weeks or 3 weeks to create your own clients, is that not something else? You get where I'm coming from? You should know that it also take time to create your client, but because you are not focused, there is no should I use the word determination? Yes, let me use the word determination. You are not determined about what you are doing. That focus is not there, that you are doing these things and you are expecting that at the end of the day, this is the result that this thing is going to bet. There's no that for you. You are just doing it randomly. That's the reason why you are frustrated when you have not spent a longer time in the industry and you started wondering why you don't have clients, why you cannot also charge premium and the like. Somebody come online to tell you that he collected $100,000 for a logo, and you did not ask the person how long he has been designing. You did not ask the person what and what did you deliver. The only thing that got you worried is that you have not started charging that amount. No, now you are wise and brilliant than that. So, how do you create your clients? It starts from this place. You leaving the part that you want to serve your client and moving to the part that you want to win your clients. Get it clear? Leaving the part that you want to serve your client to the part that you want to win your client. Why do I ask you to leave the part that you want to serve your client? Do I say you should not serve your client? No. Because if you are a craft person, by default, you have 3 characteristics that you don't need to build. You don't need to look for it. Nobody need to ask you for it. And what are those 3 characteristics? Number 1 is that you must love. You love what you do. You love who you want to serve or who you are serving. Number 2, you must care. You care for what you are doing. You care for the person you are serving. And number 3 is that you must serve. Those 3 things is a default thing for every craft person. The same way we are not going to question you or ask you about your authenticity, is the same way we are not going to ask you about those 3 things, because they are to be defaults. So if they are not default, there is a problem with you. Hope is cleared. So good. So leave that part. Let's move to winning your clients. How do you win your client? It's 2 things. What are those 2 things? Number 1 is that you yourself, you must know the people you want to serve. Who are the people you want to serve? And we have talked about it several times on this channel about how you can create your target audience. When it comes to you creating your target audience, look for 4 things. What are those 4 things? Number 1 is that who are they and what are they suffering for? That's the first thing. You can just say Musa within what? Musa, a businessman within the age of 18 and what? 35. That is earning X and Y on a monthly basis. That is the person you want to serve. Abi, what is the problem of Musa? That's the first thing. When you know the problem that he's having, the next thing is that you should ask yourself, what is the impact of that problem? If you know the impact of the problem that Musa is having, then you should not ask yourself, to what level, how bad are they willing to solve that problem, and what is stopping them from solving it? That's the third thing. You ask yourself, let me take it again. Number 1 is the what? You have to know the problem of Musa within that age bracket that is earning that particular amount. Number 2, you must know the impact of that problem in his life. Number 3, you now need to ask yourself, why is Musa not going for solution? What is preventing Musa from getting solution? When you know that, then the last thing is, what exactly is the solution that Musa is looking for? What is his desire? When you know those 4 things, you've understand your perfect target audience. Now, after you know your perfect target audience, the next thing you want to work on is your own winning aspiration. Write down your winning aspiration. And to write down your winning aspiration, you just need 3 elements. What are those 3 elements? Your mission, your vision, then write down your what? Winning aspiration. Do you get where I'm coming from? Your mission, oh, you want to be providing design services. What kind of design services? Because thinking is part of design, strategy is part of design. What part of it did you want to offer to people? Oh, social media, marketing designs. Oh, logo and branding design. Oh, product design. Oh, web design. You have to pick your mission. So, oh, I want to provide design and what? And teaching services for what? For businesses and designers. That is what I want to do, right? Okay, what is my vision? My vision is to have a world that is free of designers contributing to business failure. Do you hear where I'm coming from now? My vision is what? My mission is to do what? To create design and strategy for businesses, and at the same time to teach designers. That's my mission. What's my vision? My vision is to have a world that is free of what? Designers contributing to business failure. Then what is my winning aspiration? That comes in. I've understand what I want to do, my mission. I've understand what my results that I'm looking for should look like if I've actually passed. Then the third thing is my what? Winning aspiration. To be the what? To be the top tier design educator in the world. You can make it as big as you want. If not in the world, oh, in Nigeria, in Africa, in Europe. Just state it the way you want. Just know your winning aspiration. When you are done with that, the next thing you want to work on is your promise. At every point in time that people come to patronize you, what exactly would they be meeting? Would they meet you as you have said you are? Would they make you patient? Will students come to your DM and because they are not your students, you not answer them? You have to answer and know the promise, because that promise is the commitment and the guide that you create. The commitment and what? The guide that you create. So if you have it in place, then you are ready for the second stage. What's the second stage? The second stage is now how you want to reach out to those people. And for you to reach out to those people, for those people to become people that will patronize you, you need 3 things. And what are those 3 things? Your process. Your what? Your process. Number 2, the proof. Number 3 is what? The promotion. It is the promotion that is going to attract them. Do you get where I'm coming from? So, how did you show your process? You see, you don't have a client you are working with, isn't it? It's fine. It's fine. But you have more than 2, what's it called? You have more than 2 Instagram accounts that you are just using to like unnecessary videos. Sorry, I just have to tell you, because you have 2 different accounts that you are using to follow the same set of people, liking the same set of video. Don't do that, bro. You can create 2 accounts. One account for yourself. That account, you are preparing that account for your what? To show people your process. Am I making sense now? That account is for you to show people your process, and is the same account you are going to use for your promotion. But you see, that second account is what you want to use to show people your proof. Create the kind of client you want to serve. Let them own that account. This thing is not clear to somebody. You are not getting it. This is my course curriculum I'm giving you for free, and you are not still getting it. Let me break it down to you. You see that client you want to serve, that have that problem you want to solve, that is willing to solve that problem with XYZ, and you have seen what is stopping them from solving that problem. And you, as an individual, you already create your mission, your vision, and you have your winning aspiration statement. And you have created your promise that if I take 1 week course, if I tell you that this course is 1 week, The same quality that you're going to get from my 3-month course is the same quality you're going to get from my 1 month. So if a client does not pay you well, they must still get the same promise that somebody that paid you well will get, as long as they are the people you want to serve. And that simply means that don't serve people that you know what, that you don't have intention to serve. So how do you create them? 3 things. You need what? Process. You need proof, and you need promotion. How do you do your process and your proof? You see, your process and your proof, they are not the same thing. But your process and your promotion, they are the same thing. And I just want to help you with an Instagram account. Open 2 Instagram accounts. Name one Instagram account, the clients you are serving. You are doing fictional job, right? I always see a lot of designers, and I always ask them this question. I always ask them, you are doing, God, designers usually fall my hand. You are doing fictional projects, right? And I ask you, what is the reason behind this thing you are doing? And the inspiration just come and I just put luck on. No, you have to be intentional about the fictional project you are doing. Let's be sincere. That fictional project you are doing is your process, isn't it? You have to make it intentional, not just an idea of somebody else's logo that you see. You copy that logo and change little things there, and you say inspiration comes. No, don't do that. That second account, give it a business name. Am I making sense now? The kind of business you want to serve. That account, nurture it as a business. Design logo for them. Design their content. Be uploading content on, like, work. It's a very difficult work. I did it. Yes. And it worked for me because people need to see proof before they want to give you their money. Yes, you're not getting it. How else can I explain? I know you get it. So that Instagram account that you create, all those fictional projects that you want to be doing, instead of you wasting your time designing celebrity that you are not targeting, leave celebrity with their wedding. And that's how I see. So I saw the designer doing 3D human being, because you also want to design celebrity. Leave them. Because one thing that you guys don't know is this. You see, let me tell you something. You see, people that are celebrities, or let me say people that are has already make it in life, like they are top people that you are looking up to. You see, those top people, they are not bothered about the people in front of them. They are bothered about you, that you are behind them. Are you getting this now? And they are looking at you. You think they are not looking at you. The way you are shouting for them to see you, shout from now till tomorrow. They will not look at your side, but they will see you immediately you are about to get to their level. You now see them giving you attention that you have been requesting for long. Do you know why they are giving you that attention? It's for them to buy you. Why do you think Facebook decided to buy WhatsApp? Facebook decided to buy Instagram? It's because Instagram have seen what Facebook has done. They already know how to outshine them. WhatsApp have seen what Facebook has done. They already know how to outshine them. And Facebook have seen that these guys, the way they are going, they will outshine me. They will make them forget me. Come, I'll buy you. And he paid them off. Don't worry, I'll give you some share part of, because he still want to be relevant. So until you started make progress that is threatening those people ahead of you, till that time, they will not have your time. When your progress start looking like it's threatening theirs, that's when they will start greeting you. Oh, that's when they will give that attention you have been looking for. So please focus. Create that Instagram account. When you create that Instagram account, upload the content that solve the problem of your client there. Keep doing it. Instead of wasting time designing that will not make sense, keep on using that page. Keep on putting content there. Write good content there. People will follow. And I'm telling you, if you do it sincerely within a year, that page is going to grow. You have the before and the after of the page. That is your proof. Then you can now come back to your own page that you are using to make noise, using to attract designers, compete with your designers when they don't know you are doing something like that, use that page for promotion. This is how I help so business to grow from 0 to 1,000 followers with their what? With their content. It's a proof. You are showing the process, isn't it? Using that other page, because every time you design for that page, you tag that particular page that you are designing for them. They see it in your page. They are already seeing the process. By the time you come for the promotion, they see the proof already. Once those three things are in place, people will come. And when they come through that medium, they are the right clients and they are not going to stress you. I hope you find this useful. If you find it useful, share it to that designer. Don't be stingy. Yes, you are stingy. You will finish watching this nonsense and you are not going to share it to other person that you know they can benefit from it. So do that now. Don't forget to like and comment, because that will help us to hint the algorithm that we are doing something that really makes sense. I hope you enjoy this. See you on the next one, guys.